Alrighty. From last time, you all boarded the ship to the port city of Barum. On the journey, you all spent some downtime on the ship. Mio, you got to learn a little bit more about your dragon egg from Meepo. Robert McGill on the voyage was a rather noisy one with all the singing and merriment, and you found yourself taking care of Jib, who had Robert help you during your some of your stomach troubles off at the side of the boat, to say the least. And after you had also thrown a mattress to the ship in a show of strength to Otax, and you two had a nice little bond, which was kind of cool. And Magic Tim, you tried to enjoy your time on the boat, but found yourself at odds with one of the Yaga Furies, K-Rock. And then after the voyage, you all arrived in Barum and decided to head for the inn for the night, and the session ended off with a familiar face to Mio, and certainly a familiar face to Meepo as he ended up dropping a sack of gold onto the ground as he saw Vin. But yeah, she kind of waves at you, Mio, and she's like, "Hey, long time no see, beautiful."
Yes, hello, I am beautiful. Thank you, darling. Hello.
How'd you get all the way over here?
Well, darling, I am glad you asked. And I, prance forward.
Do you take Otax with you, or?
It depends if he resists at all. If he...
he goes with you.
Just I was like, I would have my arm around him.
Yeah, you see as he kind of almost... Because he's twice the size of 3 times the size of you, twice the size of this lady, just kind of pushing up against her almost. She's just really uncomfortable as he's trying to squeeze by. He's like, "Sorry."
My attention is no longer on him. I'm fully on Vin, and I'm like, "Hello, darling, how are you? Ask me more about me."
Yeah. How did you end up all the way over here in Barum?
Oh man. Okay, so my story, Mio. Normally very well treated. I play cards for my Dragon Lord. I don't know what accent I'm doing. Anyway, but then I had to go and I help my clan, my heritage, and I go back home to where my family is, and go off on an adventure, and I meet very nice people, spread Mio love. Lada. The Pig Lord attacked. It was Meepo's fault. And now
you see kind of Vin, as you're kind of talking to her, she's kind of reacting, but there's a little bit of a nose twitch you kind of see as you mentioned Meepo, and then she kind of goes back into what you were talking about.
Yes, and we had to defend our clan from the man-bear pig, and so we needed to leave Ziggy and Antonio behind. Ziggy protecting the clan, Antonio. Yes, and so we came with Meepo in order to come here to speak to his lord and figure out how to banish and get rid of man-bear pig problem. And he needed Mio, of course, and she is here to spread her love. So spread the word of Mio, darling.
I'll be sure to think of that. You mentioned, what, man-bear pig?
Yes, it was this disgusting, hideous creature that was summoned from a portal due to these stones that we were given. We were tricked, and I got no, never mind. Does not matter. Yes. Man-bear pig.
Wow. That sounds like quite the situation. So, how'd you end up here?
Boat.
Oh, well. I mean,
Oh,
we
I
would
met
have had to.
Othax here on the boat. Othax! Meet... Darling, I didn't catch your name.
Vin. And she, like, reaches out a hand to Othax there and shakes his hand. He's like, oh, nice to meet you.
I pinch his
You got
behind as
very
he
sturdy
reaches
grip.
forward to get her hand. I pinch his butt.
So, ooh. He kind of gives you like this back kind of like glance, but
I'm not looking at him.
We'll pop over to Jib Jib. I guess you're with Magic Tim. Yeah. Magic Tim, are you there?
Oh, sorry. That completely like just cut out for me. It was all like, could you just repeat what you said? Sorry about that.
Jib Jib, Jib Jib is with you there, and I guess Matt was describing that Jib Jib is kind of like rubbing his hands, and I guess he's wanting to get, or like Magic Tim, do you react at all?
No, not really. I was just going on on my lovely evening stroll there, and he had decided to follow me. I didn't really want him following me, but he decided to anyway, so here we are.
Okay.
So yeah, I just kind of wander off aimlessly into the town. I'm just kind of exploring, looking around. Jib Jib, if you'll follow, you'll stay quiet. Yes? No? Yes?
Just
oh,
talking
you
away,
point,
chattering.
Yes, but no jib jibbing.
Jib, 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 jib. This upsets him more.
Right. We'll see where you guys end up going. Please, hold on. Let me see what I got here.
Because yeah, I just pick a random direction. I'm just kind of looking
All
around.
right. So right now, you guys are at the Riverside Inn. So please roll a D10 for me, please.
All right. 7.
All right, 7. Okay, you guys find yourself after a little bit. You guys end up taking a bit of a stroll, and one second here, I'm gonna take you guys over. Guys end up coming to the windmill on a hill. Just kind of like in the night there, it's very kind of peaceful.
Is there anybody around?
Let me just bring you guys over.
Aw, it's cute.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know if you and Jib Jib see yourself at the top screen here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it seems very quiet. There's nobody that you see around you. Anyway.
Cool. This is fortuitous.
All right.
Jib.
What's Jib Jib searching for? Okay.
In that order.
Make a perception check. You happen to you do get like the odd kind of like beat here and there as like the windmill is going, so it's hard to kind of nothing really stands out that you notice. It just seems kind of like a new environment for you. But,
Jib, you good keep secret, yes? No tell others? Cool. I'm gonna cast Fireball on the windmill.
all right. Are you
Burn!
whereabouts are you casting it? Are you casting it in or like on the roof?
I want to cast it directly on the actual blades themselves. So they spin in fire.
All right, so like yeah,
Fire
if you come
spin.
down here, you probably like just shoot the fireballs there. It kind of flies out and just catches fire on the windmills there, and I'm gonna actually start to set it on fire.
Cool. Jib, we leave now.
All right.
Oh, good boy.
Both
You
you make,
understand.
both of you make perception checks for me, please.
Oh, this is gonna be 4. At least I got a +2. 21.
So both of you like hear this pretty clearly. You hear, what the fuck was that? And you hear another voice go, ah, what the fuck? That sounds about fire!
I dash into the wheat fields.
Jib, do you hear anything, or do you do anything? Yeah, sorry, I meant, do you do anything?
You did follow.
All right, so you guys just take off,
Yep.
and as the you hear like the crackling of flames and like the rise of smoke, and you guys end up hearing the screaming getting louder. But we'll go over to Robert McGill now, over at the Riverside Inn. So Robert McGill, you come in, you come into this kind of noisy, packed tavern.
Hello.
Be with you in a second, sweetie. You hear one of the barmaids say.
I'm hungry.
Don't worry, hun. Why don't you go get yourself a seat, and I'll be with you in a second. She's going to do it. But where would you like to sit, Robert?
Okay.
Right next to this lady?
Sorry about this. Yes.
Is he right behind me?
Yeah.
So I guess you hear this shuffling.
I
Robert
shiver.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
Robert.
honey. How are you? I'm hungry.
Ben's like,
Oh, I see.
You got another friend here?
Oh, don't mind him, darling. Oh, thanks, dear. Would you take Robert and get him something to eat? And, show him about.
Don't worry. I will make sure we get him comfortable. Come on, Robert. And he,
Thank you,
Robert
darling.
is going to try and pull you away. Do you contest?
Just
What?
kicks.
Tell me what?
Food, darling. Maybe the bathroom?
What is it you're trying to say?
No, not you, Othax.
Okay.
Robert.
I was talking to Robert.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I can only do this so fast.
You can't completely rely on it.
he's not contesting.
Okay, he's not contesting. Okay, so he pulls you over to a chair here. Or actually, he's gonna take you up to the bar. He's gonna sit you down at the end here, and then the bartender is gonna come up to you there, and he's gonna be like, yes, what can I get you, lads?" Oh wait, I got a fucking menu. All right.
I guess Robert is going to get the venison stew.
Venison stew. All right.
Yeah.
Othax is gonna order the, I guess the, Riverside meatloaf. Fuck it. Yeah, he'll eat it. But yeah, you see the bartender like nods in agreement there. Like he's like, "All right, coming right up. I'll just tell the kitchen staff," and he comes up, and then after a little bit, he brings out your meal.
I would just be sitting down at like a random table. This one had room.
Okay.
And
Well,
just kind of,
Vin actually kicks out the bottom, or like the bench here for you.
is it clean looking?
It's cleanish.
Yeah, I'll sit down. It's probably much better than I'm used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sit down cross-legged and I just wait for anybody to talk to me.
Yeah, well, Vin just says, "So, you said that your two other companions left?" Or
Jess
that,
was eager to stay behind to protect the clan because Mandarpig was still a thing. And, you know,
Yeah.
they need a leader.
Yeah.
And I had to come with Meepo in order to protect him because, you know, it's me.
That's
Spread the word of my love.
I knew a Meepo once.
Oh, really? We're talking about him now.
Yeah, well, you just mentioned that name a couple of times. It sounds
yes,
familiar. Yeah.
Yes, he is one of our greatest heroes of the Kobold kind.
Okay, I can't say I've ever heard of that, but all right, whatever you say. But
How do you know him? What is your story?
well, I knew a Meepo, but I used to travel with a group of adventurers there way back in the day, and I had started my own mercenary company, and then I met you guys. And then I delivered that girl that Antonio told me to deliver, and now I'm here.
Oh,
It's kind of
good.
my thing.
Very good calling. It is important to keep the children safe.
Bullshit.
Robert, have you eaten yet?
You lie!
Othax, get him food. He's getting cranky.
I'm hungry.
It is coming up. Come on.
Hurry! We're just yelling at the bartender now.
One of the waitresses comes around and she's like, "I'm sorry, miss. What can I get you something to drink? Get you something to eat?"
Oh, Jess, please. Do you have a menu?
I do. There you are.
Wonderful. I will have the wild boar sausages with the berry gravy, and let us try some lily in a well to drink.
Lily in a well. All right, so she's like, "Yep, coming right up." And after a little bit, she comes out and brings you your drinks, and then places your food down. It smells friggin' delicious, like the sausages. Like it's like nice and grilled, and then there's like this nice sizzling, like kind of like red gravy over it.
And I tip her 2 silver pieces in addition.
Oh, thank you very kindly, miss.
Yes, of course, darling. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up.
Thank you. At least somebody recognizes. And she
Yes,
kind
of
of
course.
like does like a.
Just Mio understands all women.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Mio? As you're eating your stew there, or
Yeah.
not your stew? Sorry, the sausages.
I would like to eat my stew and then take out, like as I'm eating it kind of thing, take out my deck of tarot cards and start like playing with it one-handed on the table, just like sorting it, playing it out, shuffling. And that'll take me a minute, so we can go off to the other 2 if we'd like.
Alrighty. Okay, you two.
Oh, that hit the
You
spot.
guys find yourself in the town there. After a little bit, you hear the sudden sound of like bells, like ding, 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 alarm bells, and you hear like the rushing of guards in the street. Please make a another D10, please.
Oh, jeez, I wonder what happened.
Okay.
7.
You go right back to the wind. You go right back to the windmill.
Really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you go right
And
back
I
to the
roll
windmill.
another D10 to go somewhere else? Because I don't think we just turn right back around and go back to where we were.
Yeah, we can re-roll that, I guess.
2.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm not really sure what to do with that. Like,
Could maybe
what,
let Jib Jib.
round table.
Yeah, if anything, let Jib Jib roll, and Jib Jib will lead us where we go.
Yeah.
Next. That seems great to me.
Yeah, it was your turn last turn. Yeah, let Jib.
Exactly.
let's say Jib Jib goes.
Let's be fair there.
All right, Jib Jib. I'm gonna ask.
What
both
is he
of you
pointing
to-
at?
I'll say that you guys. Sorry, my throat is really dry. You guys,
Okay.
if you could please roll some stealth checks as well.
Oh, sure. 11. It's not that great.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you're doing better than me, apparently.
So, like, Jib Jib, you're like, Jib 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 Jib, like really quietly.
I'm just like, what?
But yeah, you guys managed to, with that roll there, Jib Jib, you guys are sneaking through, and managed to go down like an alleyway, and you guys are going to end up, sorry, one sec. Let me go get your tokens.
Ooh.
All right. Can you guys see the map? All right. You guys end up what looks to be like at the like some kind of playground or like a kind of like little kind of water getaway. As like you see like this big cascading waterfall coming down like into like this massive pool where you see a bunch of people hanging out and kind of enjoying drinks on the beach. Or and you see like a big walkway there, but yeah, this is where you guys end up.
What is this place? So disgusting. It's so wet and people all around enjoying themselves. Jib, what is this atrocity? I don't like. We should leave. These. Look at that one there. Joining in with the man things and the. Oh no. The dog.
You guys see this kind of like you guys see this dog like that just seems to come up to you. This mastiff that's just like starts sniffing you guys.
Jib, lunch.
He starts sniffing you there. Are you make a animal handling check? Are you trying to? Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You guys start sniffing each other's butts. This dog actually turns around and you see like the dog is actually like kind of like, you know, when they get into that playful stance but they're not like moving yet, they're just kind of like shifting as you're moving around, so thinks that it really likes you.
Jib, why you play with food? Kill and eat. Why you play with food? Why are you playing with your food? Don't look at me like that, mutt. I smack you a stick.
I want to growl back like, can I try to intimidate it with my growl to make it go
Yeah.
away?
Yeah, you could try and intimidate it if you want.
Ooh, I rolled a 3, so 10. Damn, dog. Stop
It
being
starts
bigger
to
than
bare
me.
its fangs at you.
Oh, okay.
Like just snarls at you.
Are you bearing your fangs with hostile intent, dog?
I don't speak dog.
Make an insight check.
Crit.
Yeah, this thing is just waiting for you to like give it a reason. Like the way this thing is standing, like it does not trust you, and it's like just waiting for you to kind of make like the wrong move.
I'll just keep locking eyes with it. Like, if it wants to attack me, bring it on.
I have tangled with bigger
It's
before.
just staring you down.
Yeah,
yeah,
I like how
Jib, do you
Jib
do
just
anything?
looking at me stare at this dog.
The what motion? Sorry, cat paw motion? Oh yeah. Nice. Are you trying to do anything with the dog, or? Yeah, everybody's a bit of a standoff.
I'm picturing the end of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the three-way duel, but there's a dog and two kobolds.
But we'll go right back to the inn there with Robert McGill. As your food finally comes out, it's placed before you, and Otax takes like his fucking meatloaf next to you, and he just wolfs the whole thing down.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Is there something wrong there, little master?
Yummy.
Oh, good. I thought that there was a problem there, but I guess... Holy shit, you're already done.
Don't worry. Don't call anybody.
All right, well, I'll take it as a compliment. And he kind of like walks off.
Jamie.
The name's Dale, actually.
Count on me.
What was that?
Come on, Jamie. Come on, Jamie. Please, come on.
Roll me a. Dale's just gonna be like, my name's Dale.
Come on.
Is there something I can get you, like a drink? Otherwise, I got people to attend to, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell were you thinking?
I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't mean insult, sir.
Fuck you.
That's not very nice.
Fuck you, asshole. Don't fucking bullshit me.
Sir, I don't quite appreciate that. You're gonna act like that, you can get out of my bar.
And
Or
kiss
get out of my inn.
Establishment.
I lied.
What did you lie about? You're
I don't
confusing
care.
me, sir.
I don't know.
But is there anything like Robert McGill is trying to, is there anything he's doing
Can I get a
while this exchange is going on, Alex, out of character?
refund? Yes, I would like to have a refund.
You want a refund for the food?
Yes!
Oh, there was a problem? I'm sorry, sir. Certainly. Make a persuasion check, please.
Okay.
You did just call him a fucking asshole.
Well,
I thought Magic Tim was the
It's like,
bad
all
guy.
right, well, I guess since you didn't touch it, then it'll just have to go to somebody else. But all right, here's your. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out your money there. So gives you your money back,
Thank you.
and he kind of like harumphs off to the kitchen.
What?
Othax is gonna be like, "Wow, what was that about?"
You son of a bitch.
I know. You just didn't want to.
Get your mother,
I'm sorry?
please. Get your mother, please.
Did you just insult my mother? Othax just kind of gives you the stare.
Okay. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time getting it to work.
I can only go so long. I'm sorry. It's funny, but
it's getting harder to like jump between them. All right. Shit, I can't even see. Yeah, Robert kind of didn't really like his food.
okay.
He asked for a refund.
Okay, so yeah, I picked up as much. So yeah, like he gave you a refund for it.
Well done. I couldn't follow.
Yeah, he's kind of just sitting there in a grumpy state.
Oh, okay. But yeah, in which case you got your money back there, Robert. You just kind of slid it over to you, but Othax is like, this place could use better service. And he kind of like tries to like snap and wait for somebody, wave somebody down for a drink. But we'll go over to Mio Mio
Okay.
as you're pulling out your tarot cards.
Yeah, I want to be like shuffling my tarot cards, finish eating. And I kind of want to be like waiting for somebody to come by. And if that doesn't happen, I want to like, is there candles around? Like, can I gather up some candles and set them on my table to like light it the fuck up? I need ambiance, darling. Let's make it a show.
One of the waitresses comes over and she's like, yes, is there something else I can get you, miss?
Darling, do you have like lanterns or candles or something that I could use? I feel like putting on the bit of a show.
You'd probably have to talk to Dale if are you looking for like a show there? Because we already have, and she points over to the jester who has been playing throughout the night, but...
Oh, no, darling. I wish to do some readings for people. They can come by and ask Mio Mio questions, and she will answer. So I just want some more lighting over in these darker corners.
Alrighty, well, I can try and find you a few candles there, miss, but I'll have to bring over Dale to get him to talk, talking to you. And she
Thank you, darling. I pat her hand.
Really quick. Oh,
and I'm like, come by for a reading if you have any questions. I'm very good.
I am a little tad curious. I've never actually done one of these before.
Well, whenever you get a chance, darling, I'll buy you a drink.
Whenever I get a chance, and she like kind of playfully like rolls her eyes and like indicates to the busy bar, and she comes up here and fetches Dale from the kitchen, and you see this larger gentleman here who's comes up to you, and he's like, yes, Sally told me that you wanted to put on a bit of a show or do a bit of a read in there.
Yes, it's not much of a show. It won't interfere with your current clown. Yes, I will just be right here in the corner. We can take our drinks here. I'll even buy a few rounds if that works for you. And I would just like to do some readings for people and tell their fortune, if you would.
All right.
Maybe get a little bit of cash.
Certainly. How much do you think you'd be charging people for a reading?
Oh, not very much, of course. This is gonna be a weird vibe. How wealthy do they look? Are they commoners? Are they filthy? Like, should I be expecting it? Like, is 1 silver piece a lot?
1 silver piece is about average.
Okay, yeah. So I would say 1 silver piece. Just a silver piece to match my beautiful self.
Alrighty. Well, I'll attention everyone, and he kind of does like this clap. He's like, everyone, I believe, and he kind of indicates to you, Mio Mio.
I like stand up and pose a little bit and wave to everybody. Hello, darlings, puppies. Mwah.
they all you have everybody's attention, and they all kind of are staring at you intently.
I'm like standing on the stool or the bench, so I look a little bit taller and can be seen. And I'm like, hello, everybody. I am Mio Mio. I would be very happy to do a fortune for anybody who would like. I'm very good at it. And of course, you can talk to the beautiful self. I can take anything from a silver piece to a token. Come by if you wish. First drinks on me. And I like wink.
Vin like sits across the table from you, and she's like, "You're good." She like points a finger at you. She gives you a high. She holds out like a high five.
I like high five and like touch it. It's slow.
But yeah, you see everybody kind of like after listening to you, they kind of more or less go about their day, but or they go back to what they were doing before. But you do see eventually somebody comes up to you there. You see there's this.
I was like, I can do Vin if she's up for it. Like,
Vin just goes, "Yeah, sure. Hell, I'll be your first customer." She sits down in front of you there, and she.
There's so many. What is your question, darling? We just need one simple thing.
I just need to ask any question.
Yes, what would you like to know? Would you like your future, your past, a love, gold maybe? What would you like to know?
I guess future is a general statement. I'd like to see if there's any way I can return to Om someday.
Of course. Future is always good to look at. Let's see what we have. And Mio flips over a card, and I go, the Queen of Cups. But she's reversed. This means martyrdom and somewhat insecurity and dependence. So, do you know your mother?
One sec. I gotta open her.
Maybe you are dependent on a female figure that you are loyal to in this realm, and that is what causes you to stay.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but
it could be anything, darling.
Think back to my... Sorry, I'm just trying to try and find her.
I know you didn't expect it. I just read the cards, darling. It's something to think on. Don't worry. I'll buy you a drink.
Oh. I'm not going to say no to that. She did not know her parents? Okay. Thank you.
Maybe she needs to find her parents. Yeah, but was her trainer female or male? Back. Well, can't always be right. I was like, maybe it's me. Maybe she's pregnant. I don't know. Is she going to be married off? What's your story, Ben?
I don't know. More or less, that's whatever Bryn decides. But I'm.
I won't put you there.
But Ben just kind of goes, "Yeah, I didn't really know my parents, so I've kind of just grown up living in the streets, kind of, the odd time causing trouble. But if there's anything I gained out of it, it's my ability to survive. And if you need anybody to show you around, you couldn't find a better guide, I guarantee you."
Then I think this cup does not suit you. You are not dependent. You are not insecure. You are strong, Vin. Much like myself, Mio Mio. I like you. And I touch her hand. I may take you up on that offer.
Thanks. And yeah, this is
wave
neat.
for drinks.
You see the little gnome waitress comes back, and she's like, yes, what can I get you ladies?
Another
And
round
Vin
of
just
drinks
turns
for
to
both
her
of
and
us.
she goes, I ain't no lady. It just like shoots her a sharp glare, and then she's like, oh, well, what can I get you to?
Listen, I am an Eldris.
Oh, well, well,
It's okay, darling. We will have another round, and I'll tip you again for the jokes. It's
she,
okay.
it's like, oh, you got me going there. Oh my. But she goes and fetches your drinks there. I'm trying to get the menu there for you.
I'll just take the same as what I had last time. I think it was 12 silver pieces. I'll give her a gold for like both her and Vince.
Oh, for Vin, yeah. Just open that up.
I don't know what she was drinking.
But yes, after a bit, she goes and gets you your drinks there, and
I assume
yeah,
she's drinking
everybody's-
whiskey.
Then yeah, she's having some harder stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So then I have enough money to buy her a whiskey, myself a lily in the well, and then tip her 2 silver.
Nice. Vin cheers you.
Cheers, darling.
But
To the future,
Yeah.
I toast.
to the future,
And it's yet unknown.
to the unknown. You can tell that she's had a few.
Perfect.
But yeah, we'll go over to we'll go over to Jib Jib and Magic Tim there as you guys are having this standoff. Finally, you hear this guy come down, and it's like, oh, Bessie, oh, come here, girl. Sorry about that, you two. Let's see these two.
Name the
And
back. Sorry about
this
that.
guy's gonna intervene there. I hope Bessie wasn't causing you too much trouble.
Oh, so someone's coming over and being like, "This is my
I
dog."
didn't see
Sorry,
your
kind of thing.
grabbing coffee thing, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just grabbing a coffee real quick. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I just got back. So someone came here and was like, "Sorry,
Yeah,
this
so-
is." Oh, I glare at the dude and I'm like, "Your mangy beast almost assaulted me. I demand recompense."
Well, I'm sorry. Did she bite you? And she looks up down at Jib Jib. Are you hurt at all, or? Oh my god!
See,
Make
you
a,
insulted my compatriot. Man thing, you give gold. Recompense.
Both of you make deception checks, please.
Yay! 23.
You do make a somewhat convincing case as you see the guy kind of like, he's like, oh, like if she is a larger dog, I'm sorry, but she doesn't bite unless provoked there, like, but he looks down at Jib Jib, and Jib Jib, I guess he was trying to like see for any sign, and he's just like, I don't know if I don't think I believe you there. I don't see any blood. I think you're probably faking it. You
It's
guys are
because
trying to.
I healed him with my magic. You made me use magic to heal my friend. Recompense.
It's like, no, you're clearly faking it. Why don't you two of you just leave my dog alone? And he like grabs his dog.
Dirty man thing. No have honor. See, look. Jib Jib. He's dead! You killed him! Murderer!
Everybody's just watching as like this is going on.
I drag Jib Jib's pretend limp body.
Shame! Shame
He's
on
fine.
all you man filth.
Justice for Jib
Shame.
Jib.
Justice for Jib Jib.
Can this be like a racket that we get going where Jib Jib pretends to get hurt and I demand that they pay us?
I mean, if you guys
Think of
want
all
to,
the people we could
Jib Jib's
swindle.
up for it.
Jib Jib, you do good, but next time you act better, okay? We try this again.
Oh, okay, cool. I take the cue from that and yeah.
Oh,
Magic
God.
magic missile at 2nd level.
Holy fuck.
So the guy gets hit for 11 damage. And then we book it.
Yeah.
The guy gets hit, or
guy
do you
gets-
do him and the dog?
Well, can I kill both of them?
Well, yeah, like you have 4 missiles.
Yeah, 2 at each then, and then we run.
Okay, so everybody watches and then sees you trying to shoot the like as you reel your arm back and let this magic missile fly and just kills these 2 fucking people, like this guy and his dog. And you see this guy just gets up and he's like, "Hey, what? Hey!" And then he's gonna start to call out, and he's gonna raise his crossbow.
I cast haste on myself.
I am going. Oh well, no, I'm gonna ask you guys to
Oh,
roll
roll
initiative,
initiative.
please.
Oh boy.
Do we want to
7.
take a 15-minute break there? Get like or not 15. Sorry, not. But like a break to get like.
Yeah,
Food?
if you need time, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Break. Get a drink or something. Like I'm feeling a bit like parched right now. Sorry. So it's I might get something to drink while I'm setting up. But yeah, small break, please.
All right.
Sounds good. So Matt, what's the game plan? I'm probably booking it, and I'm probably gonna end up having to like deflect an arrow or something, and then yeah, haste and run. I'm cool with that.
you cast the spell and he was already running. He wasn't beside you.
I know.
I just
Like,
picture
yeah,
Jib Jib being there. And then you're like, I understand. You turn, Jib Jib's no longer there. You cast the missile. Everybody
He's
sees
already
you kill these.
gone.
Yeah, he's gone. you,
I'm liking this mischief that me and Chip Chip are getting.
you just see his jumping, fleeing form through the bushes. Like a jungle
I-
book kind of. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're like, wait, Jib Jib!
I want to like yell out the kobolds will rise, and hopefully all these other kobolds like just join us. And I know that won't happen, but we can pray. Start a kobold rebellion.
Or you're gonna have the exact opposite, and it'll be a kobold culling.
Right?
There's a lot more people here than kobolds.
The
Oh,
weak
oh.
will perish and the strong
That
will
was a-
survive. Well, we can add murder to my list now. Things I have done.
Here, dear.
That's
Burn
what are you
down
talking about?
windmill.
That's a regular basis for you.
Yeah. Murdering an unarmed man, murdering an unconscious man.
Sleeping man.
Hey, I'm talking just Tiro Tim here, guys. Hey, remember Defiant Star in those goblins?
I remember.
I remember. You specifically
Taken out
took
by
a
a chair.
Yeah. I can't believe you
That
chose
was
a
great.
necromancer.
I know, it was
I
hilarious.
wasn't gonna let you use it. I was very close to killing you. I nuked
It
a
was-
church for their resurrection.
My goal with the character was literally to make someone that everyone in the party hates so much that you guys would like band together.
It
over
worked. It
them.
fucking
It
worked.
did. It did.
I fucking knocked you out after the fireball.
Oh yeah.
That was fun to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
you got
thought
the
you weren't
chair,
squishy
too.
for a second. And then the
Like
chair.
when you got hit by the chair, all I could hear was like, you know those sirens that go off at wrestling matches and stuff. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
I want Jib Jib. I want Jib Jib to make that noise. Just like Jib 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 Jib.
As he's running. It's
I'm also
the
doing
kobolds will
bad
rise.
with people.
Oh, who else fucks with mead?
Mead? Like in real life? What are we talking here?
Yeah,
Like I play Valheim.
real. Oh, mead.
Same thing.
It's
I don't
not
drink it.
real. You gotta drink this stuff.
Yeah, I don't drink it.
I've had it before.
Alex here actually mixes it, or has been making his own mead.
I mean,
Oh,
I
really?
haven't been making my own mead. It's made for me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
Convenient.
kind of like at like a fermentation site kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's my label
I
on it.
used to work at one of those like make your own wine places, so it's probably like it's like that, but like I'm guessing you can do like mead there and stuff.
Yeah, I got to see their operation with all the barrels and whatnot in the back. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Good stuff. Mead is probably the best thing ever. Just like drinking candy. Bees.
Ooh, honey.
5 bees.
It's literally made out of honey. It's like fermented honey beer.
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Because I don't like beer
It tastes
or
like
wine
honey.
or any. But I like honey, so it's tempting.
There are some meats that basically just taste like wine. They just taste like a white wine. And there are some meats that straight up taste like honey. They're fantastic.
Blah to the wine. Mmm to the honey.
Yeah, it's got to be real sweet for me to really, fall in love with it.
So how was everybody's weekend?
I mean, I enjoyed our chat yesterday.
So did I. Wish
Evan,
more people joined in, but
Evan, we decided that the carnival is going to be like a one-off session, randomly, like
okay.
whenever we sort of finish it. So there'll be lots of times to like build on it, kind of thing, and it'll be sort of out of the timeline. That way, we can actually have it and make it make sense.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, it'll be a carnival day. Carnival session.
Carnival Day.
Yeah.
A carnival?
Yeah, in my campaign, we made one of the NPCs died, and we made a carnival for her death anniversary day.
Oh shit!
So we're making a carnival, but it's going to take a little while, obviously, to build that mechanically.
Set it all together.
Yeah, and so
Right.
we're going to do it out of the timeline, because also the funeral passed, so then it'll have to be like next year sort of thing. But
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I like it. I'm excited for it.
Gotta throw on some like carnival music for it.
Oh yeah, I think I've been fairly
Some,
on
like,
top of the
fucking
music. Yeah, I've been having fun with it.
It's cool to like make a soundtrack for a game.
I've
That's
never.
like one of the most interesting parts.
I always like find the music in Roll22 is really like comprehensive. Like the one guy, like I forget what they're called. Matt, what's his name? Kevin MacLeod. He has like great music for everything. I use all of his music, and because it's on Roll20, it's free, and YouTube doesn't block any of it.
Ooh, nice.
And then there's
Kevin
like
MacLeod sounds like he flies with Fox MacLeod.
He actually did some of the music for like the original Warcraft games.
Oh
That's
damn,
cool.
that's so cool.
Yeah, he's fucking
Nice.
cool. Shout out right now to again. What was it? Kevin MacLeod. I'm bad with
Kevin
names.
MacLeod, yeah, he does a lot of
MacLeod.
copyright-free music.
Yeah, shout out to him. There is always good shit on there.
Yeah, he's always got some good material.
It's all very generic too. Like a lot of it can be used in different situations. A lot of it can be used in different settings. You know, not
Yeah.
all of it is fantasy per se.
I had the Harborton music, which was like Southern Tennessee hoedown, and then we had a hoedown band go on. Like all of that was Kevin MacLeod. It was great.
Mhm.
There's elfish music. I like it.
I have a plan.
I cannot find my town guard.
Oh damn!
He doesn't.
I thought you were gonna say your penis.
Oh, by the by, I noticed that Jib Jib is 7 and I'm 10. It's actually the reverse.
Whoops, my bad. Sorry. Oh.
I'm sad that the Night Tarot reading wasn't accurate, but I hope the next ones will be. In order to speed it up, I had to draw ahead of time.
Well, to be fair, like I didn't know, like I didn't have her character sheet on hand for.
Oh,
it.
that's entirely fair.
So I'm sorry.
No,
Is,
it was still funny.
Is Vin gonna be Bryn's character?
That is Bryn's character.
Yeah, Ben is an old character from another campaign that
Mhm.
Bryn had played. She kind of was like, yeah, you can use her as an NPC if you want, kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
We do a lot of cameos in our campaigns.
Nice. Does she get paid
Oh.
for the cameo?
Then I'm sure she
You
does.
guys did pay her. You did pay her. I am sorry, guys. I am trying to find the fucking town guard.
Like the macro, or
Yeah, well, my sheet for it, because like I didn't. Pesky.
He's lying, guys. He's actually looking
Yeah, okay.
for his penis. He can't find it.
penis jokes are funny.
All right, I'm just gonna use the advanced dice roller. I have the guard screen open. But yeah, we'll actually switch over to Robert McGill there, because that you guys did manage to get a magic missile off during that time. But actually, no, that would have taken. Yeah. We'll go over to Robert McGill real quick. Yeah,
Yeah, for
Robert
sure.
McGill. After a bit, you kind of hear that declaration of Mio Mio doing some tarot card readings in the corner there.
Okay.
Othax is like, so you're the last of your kind.
All right, Robert. He's sitting beside Othax, and he's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm the last Gil. Hey, Othax, did you see your friend there's doing a reading?"
Oh, you mean Mio Mio? Yes, I will have to take her up on it, or maybe you.
Oh, you better go get your reading there, son, before she's done.
I should warn you, there's not many things that scare me, but the unknown is a bit terrifying for me. I would feel more comfortable if you joined me.
Oh, of course. I think I'll let you go first, though. I'm gonna watch.
All right, come with me.
So as Othax is leaving, I want Robert to cast a little bit of a spell. How does this sound, Adam? Gaseous form.
Well, yeah, you can certainly. One sec. Gaseous forms 1, 2.
Tricks him into being willing.
Oh shit! Yeah, you did.
Oh no! I'm not intending to touch Othax and turn him into gas. Robert is turning himself into gas.
Oh.
Like, okay, well, yeah, you certainly. Everybody kind of notices this. Like, as you fucking you hear like this guy just go, holy fuck!
Robert
like, spills
turns
his
himself.
beer over.
So it's successful. I don't need to roll for anything.
I don't think so.
Okay. My intention.
Enter and occupy the space of another creature. The target has resistance to non-magical damage, and so my
intention.
It just happens basically.
Yeah, my intention is that Robert turns himself into this cloud of sort of fartish smoke, and immediately like slurps his way into Othax's ass.
Oh my. I imagine he's a rather dusty cloud too. Like it's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like old man, kind of dusty. Like
yeah.
Oh god.
But in a way that Othax has already turned to walk towards Mio Mio, so that he doesn't intentionally see me like transform into smoke and kind of slurp right through the fabric.
I almost want to ask you to roll like I don't know how you would even, because for like, are you trying to sneak up on Mio Mio?
You're casting a spell that's vocal and somatic. You'd be like wah 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 for 6 seconds and then turn into gas.
Oh, okay.
But would Othax look at him if he did that?
It's true, Mio Mio is right there.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you, Adam.
Because like if you're doing this like right out in the open, then yeah, like everybody sees you. So, but like if you try and like hide somewhere, and then I'd probably give you like a bit of a stealth advantage.
Okay.
But it depends on like, because like you can technically occupy his space without having to like have to worry about it or like worry about being there, but like you still did the action of like, so I don't know, how does everybody feel about
I mean, the
this
spell
round table.
says the target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even near cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces.
Yeah.
So, I don't think dynamically it would be able to pass through like a butthole and get into them because there would be liquid there.
So it would just be more of like an aura of like a stenchy like fart air around
That got
Othax more
really
than like.
gross.
I'm just,
You know
I'm
what? That's almost just as good.
right.
But if you're trying to
Othax,
do this to
no.
sneak up on Mio Mio, no, Mio Mio sees you.
Oh, I'm not really intending to sneak up on Mio Mio. I just want to make it appear as though Othax is just letting one rip.
And Mio Mio is trying very hard not to pay attention to Robert.
Okay. So yeah, there's just sudden like, and there's like this misty kind of form that gaseous form that kind of
You're gonna smell like fart.
Othax is like, oh. And he comes over to you as Othax is coming over. I guess there's a bit of a stench coming about him, and he's like, "Hello, Mio Mio. I was wondering if I could ask, maybe get my fortune read, see if it involves you in it."
Do I smell him?
You smell like this very kind of like musty air about Othax that he didn't have before.
I'm like, oh, Othax! I think you spent too much time around Robert, darling. You kind of have his, smell. Maybe you take a bath and come back?
Oh. All right. Oh, where did he go? Like just kind of.
Oh, don't worry about him. He slips away easily. You're just... oh my! Othax! I need to see you! Oh my!
Runs up the stairs to his room.
I'm like,
Robert McGill, you get an inspiration point as Othax is completely humiliated, running out as like there's like this, and people are turning and like looking at him and like, oh!
I'm screaming. He farted in my
All I
face.
ever wanted.
It was perfect. It was utter perfection. I can't have
you go
Othax.
off with him to his...
Why are you all cock blocking?
Done, Robert kind of hoofs back into his physical form with a triumphant smile on his face.
We'll say he's in this room right here. Yeah, you come down there, Robert McGill, after Othax like runs into his room and he's like,
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Oh my god. But we'll go to...
That's all I'm going to do.
All right, Mio Mio. You see that there is a the waitress from before is actually going to sit across the.
Can I still be reeling from the fart?
Yeah, you could totally be doing that.
I want to be like fully like panting and like waving my face. Like if I have a fan, I want that out. I want other people concerned for my well-being, and like I want these soldiers over there fanning me too. Oh, Mio, this is terrible.
I'm surprised no one's heard any like alarms by now. You know.
Oh, miss, I'm so sorry to see about your date there. Is there any there?
Oh, thank you, darling. It's good to have such good people around here. Come, time for your reading.
Oh, yeah, don't mind. Oh, still a bit of it lingering.
Oh, I know, darling. I'm like fanning and fanning. Men are such animals sometimes.
Eyes are
I hear you there.
Yeah.
So how does this work? I've never had this done before.
You just need to have a question, darling. What would you like to know?
Well, to be honest, I was wondering if I was ever going to get out. And she's going to like whisper really closely in your ear, like, I was hoping to get out of this shithole someday. I mean, the tips are nice and the people are nice, but I got better, more aspiring things, you know. I want to be running things at some point. Is there something that you can tell me about that? See if that's some way I can get that.
So Mew stops. She's shuffling the deck as she's talking, and then as soon as she's done, she stops shuffling. And she says,
Okay.
let's see what the cards have to say then. And they flip a card. I say, ooh, this is a very good card.
There's a
Then
twinkle of excitement in her eyes. Sorry.
I see a raven with a sword, the Knight of Knives. And it is upright. This means action, adventure, fearlessness. My dear, I think this is a good sign for your future, for all of your wishes. What do you think it is you need to do this, to go off and do your wishes, your dreams?
I don't. Are you saying I should just not have to worry about it and just do it?
The card says to go and claim your adventure. And so, you wish to run things, right? Why don't you build your own? What is stopping you from doing this?
You know what? I think you're right. Make a... Actually, make persuasion... No.
I want
Never
you
mind.
essentially, if she needs money to build a house or does she want to
Yeah.
run a cafe?
She wants to, have, maybe, dreams. She hasn't been too specific, but she wants to be, in a managerial position, yeah.
Yes, darling. I think you should reach for your dreams and take the action now. It is a good time. You are a strong woman. I could help you in whatever way I can. Mio is very courteous to those. What do you need, darling? Do you need encouragement?
Well, I do need a bit of gold there just to get me started. I think a business costs quite a bit, though.
But of course, and I want to put a little bag of 50 gold pieces in her hand. Would this be enough?
I don't know if I could take this, miss. That's...
Darling, and I hold her face. I stand on my stool. And I'm like, the cards do not lie, and it is my job to ensure that you are taken care of as tribute to me. You come and you call of Mio, and I will help you reach your goals. This is nothing. Just remember, Mio. Tell her tale.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Make a persuasion check. At advantage, please.
Fuck, and I'm using an inspiration.
Yes, you can.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Come on. Holy shit, it was almost a 1.
Yeah, that was scary for a sec. But
Oh,
with
it's
that,
like
you see this... Mio, you see this bold look of determination in this young woman's eyes, and she's like, you know what? You're right. And she, is like, maybe, she's like, she looks at the bag of gold. She's like, this might get me started, at least.
I also want to
Thank
give her
you.
a dagger.
You want to give her a dagger? Ooh.
Yeah. I want to be like, there are still bad people in the world, and I want you to be safe in your new adventures. Keep this. Keep it hidden. You may need it, you may not. It's good to have.
Oh, most certainly. Thank you, Mio. I'll always remember that name. You gave
Thank
me
you,
something
darling.
to think about.
Tell
you
me.
see, she walks out, or she walks. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that was it. That was just...
No. She's still she kind of like looks at you there and gives you like this very kind of like a thankful look, and holds your hand, and she's like, "Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I hope to repay you someday."
I pat her hand and I'm like, tribute is always welcome, my love, but only what you can manage. And only when you can, never before. I like pat her hand as she walks away.
You see a single gold tear run down her face, single tear run down her face.
A single gold tear.
Fuck, I wish it. A single tear roll down her face, and then she manages to leave. But you hear like this sudden, like, "Hey, Dale, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
I quit. And you see like there's this sudden like stomp out, and you hear like some of the people like that are actually like a little bit more familiar or like regulars here start to clap as well. And you hear like this guy in the corner, "Yeah, go fuck yourself, Dale."
But you do make a good beef. What did I have? Stew? No.
You see Dale's just like, you know that look when he's got like, you got your hands out and you're like looking around like, what the fuck just happened? That's what's going on with Dale right now. But Mio, I'm gonna give you an inspiration point for that. That was
Thank
fucking
you.
brilliantly played.
And I sit down again and have the cards out in front of me. Anybody else? After witnessing that?
All right, we'll pop over really quick to Jib and do Magic Tim. Let me get some battle music going. Oh no, that's not copyright.
Pretty sure it's gonna be more chase music.
All right.
Than battle music.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
Alex, I enjoyed that interaction.
That was pretty cool.
Mhm. Jib, you're up. What would you like to do?
While my feet catch some traction and Jib runs full speed to safety. Or somewhere
All right.
hidden.
There's a dust cloud behind him.
Which way are you running?
I don't know which way we came, and I don't know which way is the best option.
You guys came from this way?
And that would be the best option to get to safety?
Yeah. As you can run out if you choose.
That's what Jib. He just full speed.
All right. So Jib just fucking takes off.
So you're like dashing?
Yeah.
That's 80 feet.
Yeah.
All right. So in which case, you are long gone there, Jib. I'll get you to roll a d10 for me, please.
I'm gonna be following as soon as possible.
Alrighty. Cool. You start to head down a certain direction there, but we'll take you off of the turn order there. As you make it out, and you hear like the sound of like, "Hey, stop him!" like coming in from behind you. But all these people are gonna freak out. One sec. All these people swimming are like, fucking screaming.
Good.
Oh my fucking god, those kobolds killed the guy.
Don't forget the dog.
All right, Magic Tim, you're up.
I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to quicken haste. So I'm gonna cast haste on myself as a bonus action. Then I am going to dash. So that is, if my speed is doubled, so it would be, that's 120 feet. And then I add another 60 to that. So, because I'm gonna be dashing and then dashing again, so I move 180 feet in Jib Jib's direction and past him towards safety, if possible. I'm long gone.
All right, yeah, you just take off with like this sudden burst of like just quickness, and you just like right out as these guys will take you out of the turn order. As you guys are now out, please roll a D. Actually, a D10. Or do you go right with Jib Jib?
I
or
would
do
I
you-
would be following Jib Jib, yeah,
Okay,
and then
so
I would be like, let's go back where the others are. We must leave.
But you rolled a 7 and he rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I rolled because he asked me to roll a d10, so I just rolled. But
He's just gonna
I
run
would
in
be
different
following Jib
directions.
Jib, yeah.
well, Jib Jib is going to the marketplace.
I will be following Jib Jib. We must stick together.
Sorry, guys, just let me set up.
Oh, how long does haste last? It's like a minute? Yeah, okay, we're good. We literally Scooby-Dooed out of there.
Sorry, guys, I'm just getting set up here again.
Like zoinks.
I just typed
Yeah.
that. This place has strange vengeance laws. You can't kill a man because he insults you? Strange place.
All right, so this is like technically at night, and as you guys take off, are you guys
No
you
burning
guys take
there.
off down an alleyway? Are you guys before this is before you reach here? Do you guys are you sneaking at all when you get out of range of the guards?
Yeah, we well, I mean, I would be trying to like find a place to like hide and avoid the guards. I just want to double check pace real quick because it's only dex saves that I get advantage on. Yeah, it's only the saving throw, so it wouldn't be the checks. Okay, just want to double check, sorry. So stealth rolls or
Yeah, is that like what how are you guys going about this?
I'd be running, like catching up to Jib Jib, and then I would try to like either lead him or follow him, hopefully to like a hidey hole in like an alley. We could probably like hide in a barrel or something. I don't know. That's my best bet
Uh
at the moment
Matt,
is to
what are
like
you
sneakily, yeah.
So we're finishing our dashes and like we can do other actions.
yeah, you guys are out of the yeah, like you're out of you're in a different place now, like you've ended up in the marketplace at night. So you guys are you can do some other actions now. Like are you trying to sneak past or like lose suspicion? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, Jib Jib would like I don't know, slide up an alleyway and like pretend to walk like a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are kind of yeah, trying to uh yeah, disguise yourself there, like try and, act normal.
Blend in.
Blend
Yeah.
in. Yeah, sorry, thank you. But yeah, please roll some deception checks at disadvantage, please, because there's more like guards as of frequent. I just got to add more.
Deception at disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still on the water map.
16.
You're still on the water map?
Yeah.
Same.
Oh shit! Sorry. Whoop. There we go.
At disadvantage, I think we did pretty good, Matt.
Yeah, not terrible.
15 and
Mhm.
16. Just a normal day. Burning down the house.
Going
All right.
on.
So as you guys, even with like some of your quickness there, quick Tim, you look a little jittery. But other than that, like you guys kind of just blend in. Like you see people like kind of rushing past, like guards like running past you guys, not really paying you guys mind as they're like running to the, like, we gotta get to the windmill. It's on fire. And there's a murder about.
We have had fun today, Chip Chip. I have grown fond of you.
Jib Jib just like nods and he's like Jib 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 and like does like a little curtsy to like another person as he's walking.
There's
Yeah, look.
yeah, like a lady, or is that a lady? No, that's it. Wait, whatever. It's a lady. This lady will like walks by you there, Jib Jib, and then she's like, "Oh my!" She like gives you like a little bow of the head and walks past you.
Jibby Jib.
Good evening, woman thing.
It's like, goodbye,
Goodbye.
shrouded thing, and she like walks away.
Thank
So
you
you can
for
stab her.
noticing.
But you guys actually do see like these two guards who come up to you, and they're like, "Oi, you two, stop!"
Yes.
It was like, we got
Can
We
I
got,
just run? Can Jib Jib just fuck on and run?
are you
Like
Are you
covers
going-
blown,
I
full
technically
speed.
do have haste as well. If Chip Chip runs, I would take the cue to follow.
well, if Jib Jib would like to run, yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, you guys can fucking run through, but they're gonna try and grab you guys as you run past.
Would that be against our ACs? Yeah.
That would be
To the potion shop.
No, I'm going on top.
Oh, you're going up top. All right. Both of you
How
make
are you going up top?
I have
either
a climbing speed.
acrobatics or athletics check as they try and grab you guys.
I'll do an
And you,
acrobatics and see how it goes. 11. Yes. Yes.
oh fuck! So
Nimbly bimbly.
one guard is gonna like,
Oh!
as you like run by their Jib Jib, like you just take off. The guy's like, "Hey!" And this one is going to like run in behind him and like fall, like slam into his buddy, and they both like fall prone. And Magic Tim, you just fucking zoom past them, like,
You slide whistle?
yep. And you guys make it onto the roof there, but okay. I'm gonna ask the both of you to roll initiative again.
Holy shit. Jib Jib, we could have.
It's not holy shit. You guys are doing this,
I know.
motherfuckers.
It's glorious.
Fucking hijinks.
Yeah, we're just sitting here having fun at a bar, playing pranks on each other.
Yeah.
Outside the town's in chaos.
Literally burning to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Where's
Uh,
team? It's 4. All right. But before we get into combat, I'm gonna go over to Robert McGill real quick. Back at the tavern, Robert McGill. After a little bit, you do see. Oh, one sec. Robert, as you kind of come down the stairs, you do notice Meepo move through the bar, and he's actually going to try and go by you.
Okay, Robert's just going to watch him.
Pardon me. Your room should be available during the night, or your room should be paid for. Good night. And he is going to try and move by you.
Oh, okay. Robert's maybe not enjoying the smell in here either, so he's going to take a step outside the door onto the porch area here.
Okay.
Do I?
As you come out, you see two kobolds kind of like sitting there having a smoke. They're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Do I notice anything happening? Like any of this commotion that's going on?
You from where you are, please make a perception check.
All right.
You do, after like kind of listening, you do hear like this faint like ding 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 off in the distance. That seems to kind of ring out, but yeah, you from where you are, you do kind of see like some more stuff on the street, like people are hurrying a little quicker. People aren't really sure what's going on.
Okay. So
But
I'm
you see
noticing
these
that
two kobolds go ahead.
I'm noticing that there's something askew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I see two
Things are a little bit
kobolds.
less tame than what they were about little when you arrived.
Okay. I guess Robert's going to head back inside then. And he's going to I intend to go alert Mio Mio to what's happening outside.
All right. Yeah, Mio Mio's just sitting at the table there with Vin.
Nobody
Mio
would have
Mio, it sounds like there's something going on outside.
Well, I'm glad there are people in charge of that.
I love how much Mio Mio just doesn't give a shit.
Mio Mio is about herself and her clan. Neither of those are here. Oh, I backed out. What is happening outside? What has you frightened, Robert?
Sounds like there's some alarms. Something might be going on out in the city.
Vin, is there people that check these alarms?
Well, yeah, there'd usually be some guards about, but
Excellent.
yeah.
Then you have nothing to worry about, Robert. They have guards. They are not some weak little clan. Or do you wish to protect them because you couldn't protect your clan? Would you like a card?
Excuse me, I just don't. I'm looking after my own ass.
You said it was in town. That's far away. It's fine.
Yeah, but if the whole town's gonna burn down around us, that kind of might affect us a little bit.
Okay. I will come with you and we will check on the town. Is that what you want?
Well, I mean, let's just take a look.
Okay.
Vin's like, do you want me to come along?
No, it should be fine. I'll just take him for a walk and we'll see what we find. Sometimes he just needs to see the night air. Come on,
He seems
Robert.
pretty
Let's go.
concerned about something.
Yes, he gets like this. He was up all night.
Yeah.
Let him out.
Yeah, woohoo!
Do you want a cookie?
Yeah, yes, please.
Give him a
Those are my cookies. Put the cookie down.
Put that cookie down.
He's a cookie. Good
So
boy.
you guys, you take him out of the bar there, Mio Mio.
Yeah. I love it. I absolutely
I'm
love it.
glad it isn't Lua.
Bring him over to a
At least
nice
it's not
tree.
Lua. Follow Lua out of the bar, get yelled at.
Yeah, exactly. Entirely different. Sorry. I'm just
Hey,
adding
Robert's just ready to get excited.
I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you got your leash? Yeah? Okay. Let's go.
All
go.
right, so you
Clapping
guys
my
are.
hands.
So where are you guys heading? Like, what? How are you guys going? What are you guys looking for?
Would there be smoke in the air? Like, I want to see if I can see what he's talking about. I feel like with the fire, it's going on a while. So,
Oh,
looking
the
around,
poor
but-
windmill.
but yeah, like I kind of think there would be smoke in the air, but it's dark out, so maybe we
Yeah,
wouldn't see it.
in the. Yeah, make a perception check at advantage because you do have night vision.
We do.
Oh yes, we're at advantage right now.
Oh, that's true. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Darkness is our friend.
Darkness is.
So yeah. Let's see if.
Oh, Niels, yes.
Robert McGill sees the same thing.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just Mio Mio doing it all.
He's
Just
just
one second.
already peeing on the wagon.
Hey, at least it's not diarrhea.
Oh God, right?
Oh wow!
Shitting
This
in
time
the
around,
wagon.
nothing.
There's a perfectly nice wagon to pee there. Pee on there, Robert McGill.
This is why
I
I'm
gotta pee.
yeah.
But
That's why I'm
Mio
looking-
Mio, you do actually see in the night sky, like where the stars are kind of blotted out or blacked out by what seems to be black smoke rising in the air, and you do hear like the faint sound of ding 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 that seems to get louder as you guys are coming out.
I want to walk up to
Black
these
smoke.
kobolds and be like, "What is that way where the smoke is coming from?"
That's racist.
They're like, I think that's probably near the windmill. I don't know. There was probably a fire. One of
Could
them
you
like
leave
kind
us
of
there,
shrugged.
please? I'm not familiar. We should probably hurry.
I'm on duty.
Come on, darling, please. You wouldn't
I'm
go for
on
a
break.
nice stroll with me.
Can Robert just use like a magical gust of wind to blow out their cigarettes?
Oh shit! So if you want to,
yeah, I do. I think I do.
they
off
immediately
your
don't
ass.
like that. They're like, they both just kind of look at you guys as like the end of their like cigarettes are just kind of like,
I'm like,
and they
I
both
am
just kind of.
I am an
Sorry?
eldress, and I have asked you to take me somewhere I am not familiar. I think it is time you showed me what I
Lady,
want.
Lady, go talk to my boss Dale if you want, but I ain't sure not. I don't know what an eldress is.
You are a
But
These are
kobold. You
not
do not know
clan
what an elf.
kobolds.
I
Oh.
are you gonna pay me?
I want to take out my shoe. You have the audacity.
Okay, so hey, none of that. No violence.
You see, there is
They both
fire
kind of
coming
like-
from what you say is the windmill, and you will not move to show us where it is. Fine. I whack them both on the top of the head.
We're
I will do it
working
myself.
on the job.
You are not on the job. You are doing nothing right
Tour
now.
guide.
And then, yeah, whack
Sorry,
them a
that
couple
wasn't-
more times.
Ah, stop it.
And then I stomp away, and I want to stomp away.
Jesus, crazy. Is he like? rubbing his
Oh
head?
yeah! So I'm gonna turn around,
Whoa!
and they see lightning in my eyes, and I'm gonna rage.
Oh
and-
shit! And then just kill these kobolds.
No, I'm gonna storm Aura, but I'm gonna slam it down right between them, so it doesn't hit them, but it comes.
Oh shit! Sorry, I moved
close. Yeah. So yeah, I want to lightning strike between them, or slightly
Okay.
in front of them.
All right. As you do that, do you want to? Are you trying to intimidate them too?
Oh yeah, I want to scare the absolute shit out of them.
Oh yeah. Roll intimidation at advantage, please. Hmm.
Intimidate or come
We'll
on.
see.
Yeah.
Yep. You see, like they jump to their feet real quick, and they're like, "Yep, we can take you. Yep, follow
Good.
us."
Thank you,
Yes,
darling.
ma'am.
See, that
Nice.
was easy, puppy.
Oh, why can't I grab them?
You're on the map layer.
Sorry. I'm on the map layer, but I added like some tokens to the map layer
Ah.
as they were sitting.
Are they on the GM layer? There's so many layers.
Nope. Now they're back on the token layer. Okay.
You need to
But yeah,
add triple layer dip.
they start to like carry you guys in a hurry, like all the way this
They're
way.
carrying us?
Like, or they're like hurrying you guys along.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Oh.
wow.
No, they're carrying us.
Great service.
And us on the shoulders.
Yeah, I could see Mio Mio riding them.
Actually,
More
yeah,
ways
they,
than one
Robert
on
is
her.
like, this is service. I like Mio Mio. Come,
they
Robert,
actually
hop on.
do actually like pick you up and carry you guys like kind of princess style.
Yeah, because my background is a
Oh,
position of
lovely.
privilege, so I feel like they should still be submissive
Yeah.
to me. But I don't know if it would apply here because we're in a different realm.
The one who is carrying you is still not like looking you directly in the eye because like he's still terrified of you, but like he's like still carrying you guys at like extreme speeds.
I'm super
This is
happy with it.
fantastic.
They're
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, onward, go! And we're like looking into the distance. Dun, dun, dun.
We're racing them.
Yeah, fly, people, fly! Don't let me down.
all right.
Yep,
But
yep.
we'll go over to the marketplace there where Jib Jib and Magic Tim are. And we'll start in the initiative there where you guys notice these guards kind of like rushing up the street. Sorry,
Oh, man,
guys.
that's a lot of guards.
Sorry, guys. I thought I got everything.
All good.
Do we want to take another 5 while I just get set?
Yeah, I could stand to
Get
go
like
to
a
the
drink or
bathroom
something?
kind of thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 5.
Or sooner.
Is eat 'em.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
My phone's blurring it.
Sorry, I'm just setting some
My
stuff up. Give me
phone is blurring it.
just gotta get a drink real quick, bud. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
My phone is blurring it. And these bitches.
I'm back. Who's all here?
I'm here. Never left.
Okay.
We got everybody? Lauren, Matt?
They're gone.
That's
I'm just
okay.
gonna
We still
have a
got.
bong hoot, cause oh god,
Mhm.
the insane sanity that's about to ensue.
What?
There's been insanity this whole fucking session. You dick.
It's been
No, I love it.
great.
It has been
It's
great.
exactly what Tim would do though. Like not being like the cop out of, like that's what my character would do, but like he's evil. He just wants to spread destruction and
This
fire
is
and burn the
this is
world for
keeping me on my
Tiamat.
toes though. Like, so this has been interesting.
Okay. I'm not trying to like, throw your shit
No,
off or anything at him.
but
It's lovely when it fits.
little too late for that. But
But you know what
whatever.
I
Like,
mean. Like
we
I'm not just
gotta.
yeah.
But no, like we'll make
It'll
this
be
work.
fun. It'll be
I want to
fun.
make sure you guys get like your shenanigans in. Like, see if you
Oh,
guys have some stuff.
I'm sure there will be grievous consequences for what we. But in the
Adam,
meantime,
I'm really upset that you didn't let me turn into a fart cloud and slip into a Dragonborn's ass.
Like with that specific part,
that hurt my brain. That
if you want
sentence
to do
just
that,
like
you can
hurt.
do it. But I don't think it has like you can do it.
Mechanically speaking, Lauren's right. You're like not to be gross, but your sphincter in your lower intestine is filled with liquid, so you as a gas wouldn't be able to escape. The only reason that we do fart is because gaseous bubbles go through our intestines from our stomach.
It's very true. It's very true. I like that
Which is
you're learned in the digestive ways.
Not like, I mean, we've all taken biology class, but like, yeah, and we've all seen the Magic School Bus episode with the gumball.
With Carlo. No, fucking, I don't even remember their names.
How did you
I was
learn
just
about
really
science?
hoping.
Magic
I
School
was,
Bus and Bill Nye.
yeah, I was really hoping at some point to use that trick to enter someone's body and then turn back into a normal sized person.
I would try to go down their esophagus and enter their lungs and then turn
Ooh,
into a kobold in their lungs and oh
that would be
God, I'm just
that would
thinking
be
like
fucking
it
cool.
burst out like an alien from Alien.
oh god. This is a
Yes,
different kind
yes.
of kobold. I gotta
Evan
switch
has
genres
entered my
now
brain.
to like
Evan, you've
sci-fi.
entered my brain.
But
Just
honestly, I think that would probably hurt you more than them. Because, I mean, if you don't have the space to transform back, I'm pretty sure you're not even able to, right?
oh, I don't even know.
It might be a stipulation in the spell. It's all about the wording.
All about the he said, she said.
Lauren, Matt, are you guys there?
Yeah, Lauren just sat down.
Oh, how are you guys doing?
So far, so good.
I'm having a great time. My
Maybe we
plans
should
are
ask them.
perfectly.
Hey, Lauren and Matt, do you guys think that if I transformed into a gaseous cloud and then went inside someone's body and transformed back into a kobold,
Lauren?
would it hurt
Oh.
me or them?
Damn.
Definitely both of you.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the
Except they
damage
would die
to
from
you would be less than the damage to them because we can be moved. Yeah,
You could
that would
also
hurt.
maybe not form into your proper body shape.
That's what I was
You could
saying, too.
accommodate the space you're in by being horribly disfigured.
Maybe that's going to end up being a last
Robert
resort sort of
McGill's
trick.
eternally lung shape.
All right. If we have everybody back, this group of guards is going to start rushing up the street. It's like they run on the roof. All right.
guy's kicking some
And
game
you,
fish.
Jib Jib, as you're on the roof.
I'm just gonna run to the next roofs. I don't know if there's elevation differences or not, but Jib Jib is going to just jump to the next one if it's possible.
All right. Are you jumping to this one?
Yeah. So is there like an elevation difference or anything? But that's what Jib Jib wants to do. I'm just
This
gonna
one is
dash
a
and jump.
little bit of a. It's about 10 feet across. So yeah, as you do like a running jump there, you can easily make that. They're all kind of leveled out a little bit evenly. There's a bit of a 5-foot drop here though.
Oh, okay.
But
Drops
this
are
is
better than
this is even.
rises.
This is even to answer your question. Yes.
It looks like there's even poles. Yeah.
But you just.
I think those are lower in the alleyway. From my perspective, at least.
So Jib Jib's gonna go onto this side of the hut then.
Mhm.
Because it's like some sort of pyramid-looking shape, and just sort of like put his back to it so that they can't see him or shoot
All
him,
right.
sort of thing.
Yeah, so as you just nimbly bimbly jump across the gap there, you make your way to the back. But is that everything you'd like to do?
Yep, that's everything Jib Jib does. Just
All right. Magic Tim.
Well, I'm still hasted, so I'm gonna just do the same running long jump, and we'll kind of run up behind, following suit. Using I'm gonna dash twice because I'm hasted there. So
All right. Could I get you to make an athletics check, please, as you're making that gap?
well, it's a running long jump. Can't you just
Oh,
do that regardless?
oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're still okay. My bad.
Yeah, it's even. So yeah.
it depends on your strength score. If you have less than 10 in your score, then you would have to do something, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you jump a
Oh,
distance equal to your strength score.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'd be
yeah,
fine
that's
making
true.
an I'll do an acrobatics or athletics or something. Would you prefer athletics or acrobatics for that if I'm running and jumping?
I have no preference. I feel like
All right.
I have a no preference.
All right. Let's pray, guys. Nat 20.
With that extra bit of haste, you just fly through the fucking through the air onto the roof there. But
I'm a bird. I'm a plane. I'm a motherfucking bird plane.
Jib Jib, you feel Tim right on your ass.
Yeah, I look at him, I go, jib, 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 and I make like some running finger motions on my hands and like jumping.
Yes, we run and avoid the guards. Yes.
All right, is that everything you'd like to do?
Yeah.
All right. This one's going to take a step back. He's going to try and fire his crossbow on the roof, seeing you guys. Do. It's going to shoot at Magic Tim there.
Would that be at disadvantage if we're hiding behind this little hut thing, or is this flat?
That's it's a triangle, but because you're elevated above here, on the rooftops, you can still
Oh,
kind
okay.
of see you. It's not tall enough to block you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that would definitely hit them.
All
Just
right.
barely.
4.
Really want to cast waste a shield on that.
For 7 piercing damage as it goes right into your
I am hit.
scrapes your arm there.
Jib Jib, we may have to fight our way through.
Yep.
And this guy is going to fire as well.
Don't forget your con save.
Oh yeah, I have advantage on those too. Just a second, I'll show you. I have the Eldritch Mind. You get advantage on con saves to maintain your concentration. So
You could
I
say
think
you're a
I'm good.
con artist.
Oh. Them with the fucking rolls, bud.
Yeah, another crit. That's 3 tonight. Not from, I think 2 from
God
you.
Yeah,
damn.
that's 3.
1 from
You guys are
yeah. Jib's got one,
rolling.
I did one, yeah.
and I almost
Also,
had to
I'm
burn
giving-
2 in.
I'm giving both Jib and Magic Tim fucking inspiration points for the shenanigans you guys are pulling.
Thank you. It's all for Tiamat. She would like to see this place burnt and destroyed and in ruin.
I'm curious about Jib's motives now. 'Cause he's
Jib.
I think he just kind of wants to be included. That's my
he wants to watch the
interpretation.
world burn.
That little
If
guy's
that-
got something else going on.
He really does, and that's what I want to know. Like, I'm intrigued. Why is he like? I thought he was kind of a good like kobold that like to help and stuff, but he's helping me destroy the city.
Well, he's helping.
I know, like that's what I'm saying. It's
All right. That's gonna be. This guy's gonna try and make it onto the roof. Takes him a bit, but that ends his turn. These ones are going to go into the field here. One is going to point his crossbow and aim at you, Jib. 4 is going to miss as it
Definitely.
just skips off of the top of the roof here. Tink! This one is going to fire at you. Stop them! Criminals, stop!
Up right there,
Goes
criminals!
flying
Come!
over your head there, Magic Tim.
oh good. Criminals. I'll show you criminals.
Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated my mother.
Ugh.
Prepare to pay with your blood.
All right. That's going to be their turn. Jib, you're up.
Jib's gonna go jab, and run full speed. Jump the gap over here with a dash. I don't know if this
I
building
thought
has.
it's just a 5-foot drop, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, to the one where we're at, but not the next one. I don't know what the next roof
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, from from here down is about a 5-foot drop. So up here, you're probably
Funny how-
about like maybe 20
Oh
feet.
my gosh. Okay. Wow.
Hold on, what?
Holy shit!
Yeah, how did you get that? Whoa.
How'd
That's-
you get there?
That's his movement with a dash.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's why I'm asking about the
Mhm.
second roof, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I get what you mean now. Yeah. With that, I'm gonna ask you if you could please roll a acrobatics, as that is a huge gap.
I can jump 17 feet. And that's 15 feet wide.
Okay.
Jib fucking jumps.
Yeah,
Up-
I
Up
guess he
here,
can.
Jib is God.
Jib. He's just like,
So Jib just takes off like fucking
Yeah, running on all fours.
just fucking clears to this other roof in front of you there, Magic Tim.
All
But
right.
yeah, is that everything you'd like to do there, Jib Jib?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I just like full sprint.
Alrighty. Magic Tim, you're up.
Alrighty, so these are just, this is a 5-foot drop here, so 1, 2, 10, 15. Because I can move, let me just see here, I can move up to just 60 feet as regular movement with my haste. Then if I dash on top of that, that is another 30. So I want to try to make the jump. So athletics or acrobatics for that, either one, I'm guessing.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that and reroll it, hopefully.
Alrighty. What's
Oh,
your
12, not much better.
Yeah,
What's my
Jib Jib,
what?
you see you managed to make the clearing, but you hear this and Magic Tim, you catch the ledge of this the edge of the roof there.
I like just catch and hold on kind of thing.
Yeah, like your cat like just caught onto it, like your fingers are gripping to it.
Oh, right. I'm still able to use another action when I haste to either dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. Could I use my dash to just pull myself up?
Did you okay, so you sorry,
Because I
let me just I'm not I'm saying yes, I'm just trying to think of like what all happened. So you went from here to here, that was about 20 feet, and then up here with your haste, which included okay, and then rest of it. Okay, so that would give you probably about if you were to use
technically, if
another
I'm running
action.
flat, I can move up to 180 feet in a turn.
Yeah, as you are kind of like hanging off the side, though, I will say that half's like the speed you would have normally gone if you made the jump.
Okay,
Does it take an
fine.
action to jump that? To take the jumping?
Well, his jumping speed, I don't think.
Yeah, so he had to
well,
make a skill check. Does that not take an action as well?
yeah, so I asked him to make the athletics and acrobatics check, and he slammed into the side here because he didn't make it.
Yeah, that was just like a running long jump kind of thing.
Yeah,
He was just asking me to roll acrobatics to see if I made it or not.
Okay.
yeah. So then he's catching on to the side of the wall now, and so he's trying to make it up the rest of the way.
So what's your question? Is he doing it? I don't know.
Yeah, what's
I'm
happening?
confused.
I just want to pull myself up with my
Okay.
extra like dash action or whatever or object action.
Pull yourself up with yeah, I'll say that you can pull yourself up there with the rest of your movement.
All right, and then yeah, I'd just be there.
All right. As
like,
Jib Jib, you see that Magic
Slow
Tim
down a
just
bit.
like makes a narrow grasp at the edge of the roof here. I should be putting on some race music or something, or like
That was close as fuck, though. Honestly.
yeah, something
Oh, what's
epic
this?
music here. We'll try and
Stevie. Oh. Jib Jib, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Jib?
Do you see that over there? We jump down, we go inside that place. It smells of horses. Perhaps we steal and get away.
A kobold ride a horse?
I don't know. It says stables and carriage rentals, and there's like a weird entrance thing there. I'm making wild guesstimations of what we could possibly do.
There's nothing there, sir.
Oh, okay.
That is a no. That's
Map. That's just part of the map kind of thing. Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't point add on to that.
Oh, good. I saw that and I was like, escape.
That is a patio, sir.
It's okay. I'll go down.
If
the
you want to
chimney.
go through there,
It's actually just someone's patio.
just like
There is this.
one of them is going to take a pot shot there at you, there, Magic Tim.
Oh no.
He's going to miss. This guy is going to go.
Because yeah, my AC is like 17 right now with haste.
He's gonna fire at you as well.
Odds
Ooh,
or
17.
evens.
Odds
I
and evens,
picked
sir.
Odds.
Evens, it hits you. As it sinks into
Alright.
your light, or it swipes by your side there for
Yeah. Con save. Alright. 4 damage.
alright. For 4 damage. Or for 7 damage, you said?
Oh, 7?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's for
sorry,
7.
sorry. I was looking at the D4 you rolled. Sorry. Alright, so that's another 3. Okay. Ow. My back.
This one is going to try and take a shot at you there as well.
Oh no.
Oh, no, wait, that was a...
Woo.
Fires
Hit
off a
friend.
shot, and he's going to trip and fall. And fall stunned.
That was
Fucking idiot.
fortuitous. These guards are pretty inept. I'm very happy at that.
They're like stormtroopers.
Right?
It just needs to be
Oh,
one.
no,
One is
that
going
one
to hit you
hits.
there, Magic Tim.
Yeah.
4. Six piercing damage.
Alright. This is starting to hurt.
You guys hear like the rushing behind you. You stop! As you start to see some of them climbing onto the roofs.
That puts a little fear into shit. They're like scaling the walls.
Hey, at least they're not tabaxi guards. Things could be much worse.
He's gonna hang right there as he like climbs up.
Oh boy, you made a mistake.
Is it at the top of the turn order? No, it's still the guards.
Yeah, it's still the guards. I'm waiting to see
They're-
what Jim
They're
does.
first.
Before Jib Jib goes, could we switch over to us?
I wouldn't mind.
I just,
Mhm.
I know it's been really great. And it has been really fun. And you guys,
Yes, come save us.
I'm laughing my ass off. But yeah, I
It
want
would
to
be nice for you
I wanna-
guys to, yeah.
put up fire.
How much of that did you guys hear?
None of it if you were
Oh
talking.
my god. Sorry.
Sorry.
So Jib Jib, one of the guards on the ground was taking a shot at you for 20 with 7 piercing damage.
That would definitely hit.
no.
But you start to
We've
see some of
enacted
them
the
are
rage
climbing
of
up
Jib
over
Jib.
the wall. But yeah, it is your turn, Jib Jib. What would you do?
Adam, I had asked you, I think I've been unable to hear, but I asked if we could switch over to Robert and me.
Yes, we can do that, certainly. While Jib Jib, you can think of your next turn, we can swap over to Robert and Mio Mio there, who are now being carried off to the windmill. As you guys are taken down to the windmill there, let me just get your tokens.
I'm not sure if you've gone silent or if you've lost.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just adding Mio Mio's token to the to the thing there. Sorry, I have gone silent.
I
But
just
yeah,
wanted to
you
make
guys
sure
end
you
up,
weren't not working, sort of thing.
yeah. But you guys come to the site of like a crowd. We'll do this in the theater of the mind, but you guys come to this scene where you see a bunch of people like stored outside the the windmill there, as it seems to have like ignited in flames, and you do see like a rushing of guards that seems to be like throwing water on it and trying to like put the fires out. You hear like a bunch of people talking and like just speculating what started it. But yeah, what do you guys do as you see this the windmill?
I want to get off here.
Wow!
Oh my god, Robert, yes. Quickly, we must do something. Can you put out the fire? I'll go see if anybody's trapped inside. And I want to run to ask people.
Oh, well. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All right, so Mio Mio, are you looking for like a specific guard, or like a guard captain or somebody?
Anybody who's around here. Is there anybody inside? Is essentially what I'm asking people. Like, they would most likely know.
They do say that they managed to pull out, or there were two bodies that, or two people that managed to make it out of the windmill, but they were just off to the side there. You see like a kind of charred looking couple kind of talking to the guards, but that's who they point to. They were actually stuck in the windmill when the fire started.
Oh, Mios Dios, I'll go see if I can help them. I want to go over to them.
Oh yes, those poor dears. And yeah, you see that as you approach there, Mio Mio, you see some of the guards talking to the couple there. They look a little bit worse for wear.
Hello, I am Mio Mio. Are you all right? What has happened here?
One of the girls like looks at you, and then she's like, "Oh, we were actually just visiting the windmill whenever the fire started."
Oh dear, it looks like you are terribly injured. May I help you?
Well, yeah, like that. I'm just a little shocked, is all. And you see, like, she's just like a lot of her clothes are a little bit like not burned. Like there was actually like she's just more like dirty and kind of dusty. But she's just very, very like nervous there. So
I still want to take her hands and cast Cure Wounds on her anyway for any of the little bumps, scrapes that she might have still. Be like, here, my darling, feel better.
As you surge your healing energy, you do notice like there's like this sudden kind of like ease about her that maybe like there was just some like soreness that you know whenever you're getting like a massage and there's like that spot that they hit that's like really right there. That's kind of like the look that she
perfect. And then
I thank you. That helped wonders, miss.
Yes, of course. Mio Mio will do much good things. And you were also hurt, Pappy?
I'm fine. And she's like, yeah, he's usually fine. He got out. He actually got out before I did. And she kind of like rolls her eyes.
Yes, I'm sure. But even still, Mio Mio must make sure everybody's okay. And I cast Cure Wounds again, just gripping his hand. Such a big
You
hand.
notice the same kind of like, that does actually help quite a bit, miss. Thank you.
Yes, of course, Mio Mio takes care of all.
You see some of the one of the guard captains approaches you there, Mio, and it's like, oh, citizen, what seems to bring you over here? These are the couple that were found on the scene there.
Yes, of course. Mio Mio was just making sure that they were feeling okay.
All right, we did manage to call the I guess any for paramedics there, but it seems that you've already given them a tender touch there. So
Of course, Mio Mio was
guess
good
I have
for
some
many
calls to
things.
make.
Maybe I could help you with something.
Well, we're just trying to figure out how this fire started. And it turns out from these two, they felt a rumbling while they were visiting the White House there, or the windmill.
I'm sorry. It's okay, Adam.
That's good, yeah. Oh, is there any, like, hostile creatures nearby?
No, well, not that we've seen, but we think that there may have been some troublemakers about. We found out that there was actually some commotion. There was a murder in town, so we're trying to see if the two are connected. But so far, we don't have very much evidence.
Well, Mio Mio and Robert will help you put out this fire, and maybe we'll head there next and see what information we can get.
All right. Well, make a persuasion check as he's kind of like, you notice like this kind of stodgy, like this is police business kind of hands on the hips kind of look.
Oh. I don't want to burn an inspiration for that. Oh, you can assert yourself. Sorry. I got a 6 with a fail. Not one.
Mio does like a managing one.
Oh, miss, I appreciate what you did for these two, but I ask that you stay out of town guard matter. We're going to try and handle this as best as we can. Just ask that you please don't get involved.
We'll still just help you with the fire.
Handle this as best as we can.
Oh dear. Meet Robert. I'll let you do stuff, Robert.
Yeah. Robert, as you see that Mio comes up and heals some of the two people that were in the windmill there.
Right.
What do you do?
Well, Robert is gonna try and maybe put out some of the fire if he can. I've got gust of wind. This thing.
Ooh.
Maybe it'll be enough. I don't know. There's some literature here that says the gust disperses gas, vapor, extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area. Can cause protected flames to go out on a 50%. I don't know. I would say that this is sort of exposed flames, but it's a fair amount of them.
They're exposed.
Yep. So what do you think?
So that says it wildly or has a 50% chance to extinguish
the fucking wheat bills.
So I don't know if that says like you have to make a roll for it, because like it says like has a 50% chance to extinguish them. So how would I even?
That's only for the ones that are protected.
So you just
though.
do
If
it.
they're if it's exposed flames,
so
they just go out.
Like, you could do it that it
Okay.
only does, like, half of them right now if you want, and, like, build suspense still. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you could put it all
Actually,
out. Like, it's just, it is a
pretty fucking powerful spell. So with
It is
that,
60 foot. That's pretty good.
yeah. So how do you put it out?
Robert is sort of going to stand in front of the windmill and throw out his hands. Actually, no. He's going to turn around and bend over.
Oh!
Oh my god.
I'm like, meet Robert, and then he just turns around.
Yeah. Robert, you fucking let out this gust of wind that just in this massive, like, kind of sweeping motion of like a wet tidal wave, like coming down onto, like it's kind of like you see that, but air, like as it just snuffs, like completely consumes the flame, like the raging fire of like the windmill. It just puts it completely out, and you see like the windmill is like eek, 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 like just creaking as it's like kind of just rusted and like corroded, but
ferocious fever wind.
you put it out and you see everybody's face just drop.
Yeah, Mio Mio's is one of disgust yet again.
Is it still extremely damaged?
Probably.
It is still, extremely damaged.
There's
but
only
both
so
you-
much.
Oh, there's a bright side to everything, I guess.
The guard captain kind of looks at the both of you and he's like, "Who are you two?"
I just smile at him and I'm like, I'm the lovely Mio Mio, darling.
And I could use some tissue if you got it.
Uh,
I throw up a little in my mouth.
He's like still bent over.
he's just like, "I could use some tissue." I'm just picturing that like Monty Python, like.
And I'm purposely making pure eye contact with the guard. Like, nope, I'm not looking at him.
Yeah,
Don't give in, Mio Mio. This is what he wants.
yeah. But the guard captain kind of like looks at the both of you and he's just like, "Well, you did us a big service in putting out the fires here. I think the city owes you a great debt." And you see that he actually starts to clap, and you guys actually hear like some clapping from like everybody around the everybody who's witnessing this. Is like a slow, gradual, like kind of cheer for you guys as you guys have kind of tamed the situation here.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
you see
darling,
people-
twas I, Mio Mio.
And she like bows and shit.
Yeah.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
they come up and say like thank yous and like, you know, like they start shaking your hand, and then
Robert is
McDonald and
still
some
bent
kids are like,
over.
"Whoa, that was optimal, man."
He's still like protesting, asking people if they have tissue paper. It's dripping down my leg.
Almost nobody obliges you with like tissue or whatever. But they do thank you profusely, and their thoughts are with you.
Sending thoughts and prayers.
I like pat Robert on the head, but still don't look at him. And I'm like, good job, Robert. You did you did it. I give you that.
Well,
It was gross and disgusting, but hey, you did it.
the guard captain turns to the both of you and he's like, "Well, as you know, I know you offered your help before, and you guys were certainly gave us good reason to trust you after you helped us out greatly. So maybe you can help."
Single-handedly puts out the fire. Like, it was great. Yes, of course. Mio Mio will always help.
He's like, "Well, it seems like we have there were sightings of two troublemakers about. We couldn't get their quite their description, as everything happened so fast.
This is
Apparently,
hilarious. We're gonna hunt down our friends.
Hmm?
Let's go get them. Kill them.
Alright, but go on. Sorry.
It turns out, and then the our two witnesses weren't able to get a good look because they were preoccupied. But it seems that there have been sightings from other town's guardsmen that, or other sightings of two people in the city, and we're trying to figure out if there was a murder that was that's connected to the one that happened at the playground.
Oh my.
Oh boy, murder at the playground. Oh
Yes.
boy.
Mew Mew and
Man
Robert.
and his dog. What kind of sick fuck would do?
And his dog.
Engine. Engine
Rob-
for the dog.
Yes, Robert, I agree. Vengeance for the dog.
All right. Well, we'll try and maybe if you head to the park with us, we'll try and dig up any clues.
We will head ahead. Peever, Terry, quick! To the playground!
We jump back up.
Dale is gonna fire these guys.
Yeah, you actually hear that? Oh, we're so fired.
It's okay, darlings. I'll pay you.
My plan is to frame these fuckers.
Better be enough for me to go and look for another job at least.
I put a gold piece into.
We're making them our permanent, like,
Oh,
earth.
sweet. I can take my sweet ass time.
Yes, darling. Sweet ass time. Now hurry! Mush!
All right. They bring you guys along, and the
That's
town
an ass.
guardsmen are not too far behind you as the guard captain now brings you guys over to the playground.
We can switch
but
back
we're-
to that again.
Yeah, we're gonna switch back to you guys at the marketplace.
Oh sweet Jesus. Oh, where's the turn order? Oh, it's because we're
Sorry.
not on the map.
Sorry, once.
No, it's because we're not on the map. There we go.
All right. As all this is going down, Jib, what do you do?
What is
Oh,
the
man, they're
distance
closing
from
in.
the roof to this boardwalk thing?
The distance from where you're standing, or
Yeah, is it a 5-foot drop, 10-foot drop, 100-foot drop?
like a 3-foot drop?
Perfect. Jim just
Oh,
jumps
that's-
down there.
Thank
All
God
right.
for that. Yeah, that's
I
easy.
think I was here. So I'm gonna jump down, run across. It's like 3 more feet to the other roof as well.
Yep. As actually, yeah, this one's 3 feet up as well, and you do see like a railing that's around here.
Okay,
So it's probably about. Yeah.
yeah, I'll run and jump up onto this side, and then I'll dash to there.
All right. As you make your way across the rooftop there, you do notice like this patio that seems to have like a latch door that you step over to get to the rest of the roof. But it's like this laid out kind of patio area that you just scramble through and get to the next area there. But is there anything you'd like to do there, Jib? Left?
I thought the stairs down were. We said no, they weren't there. Are they there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said that to say that there was like I didn't have like a cover up there for it, but yeah, like there's something there, but it's like latched down.
Okay. So it's not just an open stairway. There's an
Yeah, it's not an
like,
open
door we
stairway.
have
Like
to
it is
open.
like a patio area. I just didn't have like a thing for it, and I just said there. Sorry for the misspeak. I've been doing that a lot tonight.
Oh, no
Are there
worries.
patio lanterns?
That's all Jib does, though. I just sprint.
Alrighty. We'll go over to Magic Tim as you see like this guard like come up and he's like, "You stop!"
So it's 3-foot drop, so that would just be like 5 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just see here. So if I was there, yeah, I could easily make it over there. So yeah, I just kind of run over here. I'm assuming I noticed this.
Yes, you do.
I open it.
All right. It's one of those locked kind of like double doors. So I'm gonna ask you to roll a strength check, please.
Oh god. Oh god. Can I use athletics instead, or straight strength?
Straight strength, please.
All right. Pray for mojo. No.
You throw your back out.
It's been a while since we've seen a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking 0. You throw your back out and fall stunned.
Stunned?
Done. Oof.
Fucking stunned, bitch.
Make D10 geriatric damage.
Yeah.
Stunned for how long though? Like until the beginning of my next turn, or?
How long
Yeah,
can you
we'll
make
say
that
to the
noise?
beginning of
30
We'll
seconds?
say to the beginning of your next, or the end of your next turn.
End of my okay. Poop. Jib
Should
jib
be like a
help.
constitution roll. It'd be
Oh,
fine.
I'm fucked.
All right, these guys are going to.
Hey, I'm prone on the roof. At least they can't shoot me from down in the street.
That's true.
Ah, I can't see where the. All right. One of them is gonna go. Okay, that's their turns. This guy is gonna get up. Stupid. All right, so this guy does come up to you there, Magic Tim, after like sprinting across the rooftop, and you just see like him standing over you, but that's like all he can do. It is going to be Jib Jib's turn. Jib Jib, what would you like to do?
I would love to nosedive down one of these chimneys into the carriage building.
Nosedive into the where?
Chimneys.
Oh God, yes, that's sweet. How are you doing this? Are you doing like a are you jumping and doing it, or are you just going like
Yeah, I'd kind of like pounce to get into it, but I would grab the sides of the chimneys with my climbing speed and climb down.
Oh, okay, so you just kind of like shuffle your way down. All right, so you do that, and you notice like it's like this ashy kind of like dusty space that you just crawl into, and you notice that the chimney is probably about another 20 feet down.
To the floor from the top, or?
From where you are right now, yeah, from the top of the chimney.
Okay. So I can get down right down to the bottom then. And where do I get
Yep.
out? Is there any horses and carriages ready to go?
There are. I just don't actually have a map, but there is actually a. You see that what looks to be like kind of a like a stable that's kind of put in the back there. They have like an area for the horses to run. They have what looks to be like kind of an office that you come into that, there's like a waiting room with like a reception area.
What Jib Jib wants to do is get a cart and horse and get out.
All right. You do notice that there's like a couple of carriages around and like a cart, but none of them are actually attached to the horses themselves.
Then he begins the work that is necessary.
And I will die.
So what would he be using his action for, like to?
So with my movement, I could get to the ground floor. I'd have a little bit of movement left. So maybe I could grab the harness for a horse or move the cart over to the horse's pen or something.
Yeah, you do notice some of the like the saddles in there, like off to the side. But you notice that there's some like locks in place. Like there's some of them are just put up for show, but like just so people can't walk off with it. But maybe make a strength check to break the lock. It's a bit of a hard, just like you kind of think you can get it there, Jib Jib, but it's just too thick of a lock to actually break with your bare hands.
Can I inspiration?
Yes, you can. Tink. The second with the tug, you give it like a bit of a tug, and then the rest of it just kind of you get the rhythm of the rip, and you just pull this lock apart and grab the saddle.
A rhythm of the rip.
What color is the saddle that you'd like for Jib Jib?
Brown. I'm looking for like something to attach them to a wagon with, or a chariot or something. Or a carriage.
Yeah, you notice that there's like a display kind of carriage that like usually is like kind of one of their current models.
Perfect.
But it's just kind of set up for display, so you can go in there. But you notice it's also been kind of locked down.
Okay, I don't know how much I can do, but Jib Jib would get to this unlocked saddle and try to put things together.
All right. You do notice, I'll say there's actually... No. There's 8 horses that you see that are like packed into the saddle at the back that you can pick from, but do you have anything like a bonus action that you have left on your turn you'd like to use?
Nothing that I can do. I just want to try to suit up a horse and a carriage.
Okay. We'll say you can try that on your next turn there. But we'll go to Magic Tim there, who is now not stunned at the end of his turn. But we then go to these blue guards that are...
Blue guards, no.
And you hear one of them go, "I think I got him! All right. We'll close off the street." Ding, ding. These guys are going to be moving around. It's going to be their turn. All right. Noticing you get up there, Magic Tim, this guy is going to, or noticing that you're on the ground, he's going to try and swing at you with his, or like club down on you with his, like the hilt of his sword.
Misses.
Misses as he fucking, like as you like just like duck
I am
under
doing
like where his pommel
things.
would have hit you in the
Ah.
head. And he's like, "Hi,
You're assaulting
you're
me. for no
violating the law.
reason.
Stop!"
You're violating my personal space.
This guy is going
Violated my
to
mother.
take a shot at you there.
Oh,
Ooh,
that'll hurt. I'm technically on the ground though, and if he's using a ranged weapon, that would be at disadvantage.
disadvantage. That's true. That misses.
Woo!
But he is going to run up behind you there, and he's going to say, like, "We got him. You just got to restrain him after." Because they already attacked you, and I'm an idiot, so there we go. All right. Jib Jib. You see a carriage in front of you, as you see, like, the wheels are kind of bolted to the ground there, with, like, these massive straps.
That's the carriage. It's bolted to the ground and strapped.
Yeah,
Okay, so
like
it's
it's
a
the
rental.
display model, like
Okay.
the one that's it's stapled to the ground, or like it's bolted to the ground, so like you can't, it doesn't move.
Okay, I would just get on a horse then.
Alrighty, yeah. So you go through the back there. You see that some of the horses are caged up there. They are. You notice that it seems like at this time of night, like it's already like been kind of cleaned out, and like there's a light on for them. But yeah, what color does what does your horse look like that you find?
It is a paint horse, white and brown, like polka dots
Nice.
and stuff.
You see him at the far end there, very kind of tall horse, very
Yep.
kind of majestic looking. But you see it kind of like looks down at you there, Jib Jib, with like that side horse eye, and it kind of.
I wonder how good Jib Jib is at riding horses.
Did I put a saddle on one of these things, or I just have one in my hands?
You just have it in your hands right now, but you see like one of them is sticking its, like how they have like a head kind of space where they can stick their head out, and then there's the locked door.
Oh, perfect!
For,
I'll
like,
just
horse
climb
games?
over the door,
Alrighty, you do that.
or I could use the
horse
height of
is
the
going
fence.
to freak out though if you do.
That's okay. I just sort of.
All right.
That's the only way he could go through this door. The latch is probably too high or something. So he also needs to get high enough to put the saddle on the horse. So he would.
Alrighty.
use that as a
It's
height
going
advantage.
to make a stomp attack as you like just climb through, and it just spooks it. I will give you an opportunity to dodge it with a dex save if you want.
Is this like a reaction or something?
Yeah, like a reaction.
No, I'll just use my innate dodging.
Oh, okay.
I have other reactions I would use instead.
All right, let me just get the. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the roll out there. Hooves, so it's So it's going to try and stomp down on you. 12 is a miss.
Yeah, climb up the fence. I'm too high for stomping.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. But are you coming out on the other side, or are you...
No, I'm going up it so that I'm as tall as the horse and I can put the saddle on the horse's back.
Okay. All right. I thought you were climbing into it. That's why I was doing the attack thing. So, okay,
Yeah.
never
I'm
mind.
just saying that's why I
So
missed,
that-
because I go up and it misses.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, yeah, never mind. So, how do you want to do this? Like, how do you want to try and... Do you want to try and jump on its back, or...
Well, I have a saddle in my hand, so I'd like to try to put the saddle onto it. Maybe calm it down a
All
little
right.
bit. I don't know what the horse wants.
Yeah, make an animal handling check as it's kind of like spooked of you, seeing this tiny creature. You do manage to. There's something about you, Jib, that's just, I don't know. How do you calm this horse down?
Well, it like freaks out because I surprise it. I climb up the fence, throw the saddle on its back, and we like make eye contact, and I'm like, Jib, and then I jump on its back.
In response, it goes. It's like, I get you, man. We get each other now. But yeah, it suddenly trusts you there, but you can see that it's kind of like it's poking or pointing at the lock that's on the wall there that you can see is the that will open its cage.
I don't know if I can do more, but I would just like jab and kick the horse, like make it kick the door instead of me, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. It'll attack the door as you just kind of like give like one of those heels, do you? Like a yeah.
Yeah.
Use it with your spurs. It's gonna kick the fucking door open and take off. Just bowl through its thing and run 60 feet. Hold on. Sorry, it's not a painted horse.
But it is a painted lady.
Ooh.
This is sweet.
All right.
Mew Mew
As you
comes
just-
running in on a kobold.
Burst out of the fucking out of the office there on a horseback is Jib.
Oh,
Oh, let me see if I can bring Jib forward. Hold on. There we go. But if that's everything, is that everything, Jib? Do you do anything as you come out of the
No,
rental office?
just hold on to the horse for dear life.
Yep. It's tearing to go. Magic Tim, you
Alright,
see
I
two
use-
pink skins standing over you.
Alright, I use half my movement to get up. Then I will disengage. So half my movement would be still 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I want to like dash and drop down off this awning.
You would
And
have
just kinda keep
lost your
running.
concentration when he got stunned.
Yeah.
It makes you
Would I
incapacitated.
have?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were, yeah. So if you were stunned, then
I
yeah.
was not aware of that. Okay, that's shit. That fucking changes shit completely.
Yeah.
Alright. Shit. Alright. That changes a lot. I will then use half my movement to get up. Disengage 15 feet. 2, 3. And what I will do...
Stay back, humans. I'll bite ye.
Quicken a
Ye
spell.
echoes shall be mine.
That's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna quicken a spell and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. So they all gotta make dex saves or take 14 fire damage.
Oh shit, motherfucker.
Jump into the water.
And I'm like, this is self-defense! That's
What was
literally all.
the what was the DC?
They both
that they-
fail. They both fail. It's 15.
As you just like light these guys up.
But yeah, that's all I can really do. Wait for me, Chim, please.
One of these guards is like, he's taking the horse, and he's gonna try and fire at you, Jib Jib. Oh. Goes flying over. This guy's gonna go. He's going to actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that an attack? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crossbow attack.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna.
How do you?
Nice.
I'm a Lord Drake Kobold. I didn't get bonuses to my
Nice.
stats. I got a couple magic abilities.
Oh,
That's why he can press
fuck.
to digitate
Ooh.
too.
Fuck yeah! So you just see like these two arrows just fly or bolts flying towards Jib Jib, and as one of them like goes to like hit you spot on, Jib Jib, you just bring up this like field of energy that just, and you see like the arrow like just stops right where the shield is, and then just gets deflected. But yeah, they both just kind of like look at each other, and then yeah, these guys are gonna go.
I like
Alright.
have to get out of here on my next turnaround. Cool. If I can.
Yeah, if you can.
Swim away.
Making my way downtown, cross the roofs, stealing horses, burning guards.
Chip, chip,
This guy's gonna run up and tackle you there, Magic Tim.
You're gonna try and tackle me? Is that against my
Yeah.
AC?
That's
Okay,
against
fail.
that's a contested athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Fail, so yeah, he falls prone.
Good.
It's his head, and he's as like some of your flames are like have singed off his eyelashes, and he's like, the ashes, they're in my eyes. Falls over. This guy
I
runs
don't know
up
why
and is
this
gonna
makes
try
me
and
happy.
grapple you. Fuck, I am rolling like
That
shit.
misses.
No, it does. Contest, please.
Oh, it's a contest. Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry,
cool.
sorry. It is an athletics check. He's trying to grab you.
15.
All right, so you do manage to get out from his grasp there, and he's still not quite too happy, but that's his turn. These guys are going to run up. This guy is going to try and fire a bolt at Jib Jib. And it misses, I guess.
Yeah, misses entirely or deflects off the shield.
That misses. as this guy is running across.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Hip, hip, hip. Hardcore parkour.
Parkour, and Jib, you're up. Or actually, do we want to go over to Robert and Mio for a bit? What are we thinking?
Oh,
What's 10 for you guys? How do you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I should probably hop off soon.
Do like one more
I
turn
got
each.
work at 8 in the morning. Yeah, if we could, that'd be cool.
Alrighty, one more turn each. Yeah, why don't we finish out this bit, and then we'll start next time on Mio and Robert. How does that sound?
Sure.
all right.
That's reasonable. Okay. So, Jib, what would you like to do?
Jib just grabs a hold and like leans to the right
Okay.
and goes Jib.
Does a horse count as a
And-
land vehicle?
Are
Or is it
you counts as a mount?
Right.
So
So
it's
yeah, not a vehicle.
so what? You're taking it right, or are you going? Which way are you going?
Yeah, right, away from the guards.
Okay, so you're taking off this way. All right. The horse
Just
goes
have
off.
to go take Frey out for a second, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to drive.
You just let
this
me know
thing.
when.
No, I want it to like dash.
Oh, so like go full sprint down the.
Yeah, I want to get away.
All right, so yeah, you managed to leave with that. I'll just move your characters off the thing there, but yeah, you turn down the alley and the horse just go, or the street, and the horse just goes. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I just ride that thing at full speed unless there's a better option at some point, but that's all Jib does.
All right, cool. Magic Tim.
I'm gonna disengage and go 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 10 feet of movement. I just want to drop down over here.
Okay. Yeah, this is about 5 feet down.
All right, cool. So yeah, I just kind of drop down and move 5 more feet down, and then once it gets back around to me, I'd probably just dash off screen kind of thing, if I make it. But that's kind of that would be my turn.
Alrighty. These guards are going to be like, he's gone! More of them are running across rooftops. All right. But that is going to be from the top of the turn order there. So that's where we're going to call it tonight as
Perfect.
Jib and Magic Tim try and escape into the night with the guards hot on
Out on our heels,
Magic
yeah.
Tim's tails. But yeah,
All
that's where
right,
we'll
cool.
call it for tonight as we join Robert and Mio next session. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys
sorry,
had a good
guys.
time.
I'd stay later if I could. It's just I work at 8, so.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you. Well, either way, I'll see Adam and Matt tomorrow there. So I'll talk to you guys then. You guys
okay.
have a good week. Later, guys.
Yeah,
Adam.
you too, buddy.
Adam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Don't leave quite yet.
Yeah, okay. All right.